Hey everybody, Shoebox Legends here. Thanks for joining me for another episode today. If I sound a little tired, I'm filming this after a pretty brutal 3 or 4 day stretch at work, trying to fix a significant problem. Had long days and very short sleep at night, and finally just got that wrapped up this past day. So pretty well exhausted, but looking forward to sitting down here and spending a little time doing something that is not work for a change. And the one silver lining of the past few days, in the middle of that mess, my huge COMC order arrived. It was a 400 plus card order, the biggest one I think I've ever had from them. And to celebrate the end of that brutal work stretch and the arrival of that order, wanted to do like a COMC, I'll say Mega-Rummage. I usually do these rummages. They're like, 10 cards or 12 cards because I tend to gab. But I think I pulled 30 here from the order that just showed up this past week. So we're just going to take a look at these in usual fashion and kind of talk, hopefully briefly, about each since I have 30 to get through. First one up, Jack Morris. This is for my 1990 Topps buyback set. It's a 2017 Rediscover Gold. Obviously didn't have this one for that pursuit, and he is a Hall of Famer. So very happy to be able to pick this one up. Usually snipe these for very little coin, but I think I paid maybe $1 or $2 for Morris just because he is enshrined. So that'll be a cool one to add to the binder. Next up here, we have a baseball card. Guy I'm pretty high on who had a really good 2021 season, Kyle Tucker. I remember during the postseason, somebody mentioning that I think he maybe was like arguably the best hitter in baseball from like May onward. And he's not a pitcher. He looks like a pitcher on this card because of the photo they went with. It's a pre-rookie card. Picked this one up because it is a silver parallel. It's numbered out of $4.99. This was less than $1. It's not really anything crazy, but I'm pretty high on Tucker, so I'm kind of building like a poor man's Tucker collection, and a serial numbered pre-rookie for under $1 seemed like a good idea. Here's one that was a few bucks, but I'm very glad that I picked it up, from 2015 Topps Chrome Purple Refractor of David Ortiz, Big Papi. One of my favorite years of Topps Chrome just because of the border. Works really, really well with colored refractors, and I think there's going to be a lot more talk about David Ortiz as he begins to at least get consideration for enshrinement to the Hall of Fame. I believe next summer is when he will be on the ballot. And so trying to scoop up some Big Papi while I can here, and happy to add that one. Here's one towards my Cognac Diamond Anniversary pursuit. Look at that. These are just absolutely gorgeous. Trying to collect all 70 plus retired legends from the 2011 flagship and update release, all in Cognac format, and scooped up Roger Maris here. So I believe, haven't gone through the whole shipment yet, really just pulled these 30 cards for today, but I believe there are quite a few of those Cognacs kind of waiting for me in that order. So I'm looking forward to getting through those and getting closer to my goal there. Here's a cool one, a 3D on-demand Albert Pujols, Prince Albert. Can really see, if you look at like the State Farm advertisement in the background there, you can really kind of see the 3D effect. This is like the same lenticular type stuff that Kellogg's was doing in the 70s and 80s. Love this by Topps. They brought this set back, I think, in 2018, and have done it as an on-demand release, each year since. I scoop these up when I can find them cheap, and this Pujols was $1. So I just love the effect, and cool pickup for $1. Here's one for a team set I'm working on out of 2019 Topps Chrome Sapphire, Chris Sale. And of course, 2019 was the lone year where the Sapphire set didn't have a blue tint to it for some reason. So effectively, these are just atomic refractors, which are my absolute favorite type of refractor. So just a beautiful card, and one that I needed for my Red Sox team set that was available as low-hanging fruit. And from the more recent Sapphire release, 2020 Topps Chrome Update, here's a beautiful Kershaw with the ball coming right at you in frame. Picked this one up because it was $1, and it's heading into the shiny Z Folio for baseball cards. Here's one of at least two Leon Draisaitl cards that I'll be showing in today's video. This is from the 2019 Allure set, which is the first the inaugural edition of that set. And it's a red parallel, obviously, which were also die cut and have this like rainbow foil element going on, or almost like, rainbow or refractor element. So pretty neat. And these at the time when I picked this up were readily available at 75 cents. So I scooped one or two of them for the kind of poor man's Draisaitl PC that I'm building, similar to, I guess, Kyle Tucker, as I mentioned earlier. Happy to scoop up any Draisaitls that I think are significant, that are out there for a buck or less. Here's another Cognac retired Ty Cobb, driving what looks like a golf cart or something, maybe for like an on-field celebration, I'm guessing, but man, just stunning. I wish Topps would give us a parallel along these lines in a flagship set one of these years, but for now, I'll keep collecting those 2011s. Here's another 90 buyback. This guy, not in the Hall of Fame, but a very, very good player. I remember him most fondly from being a Boston Red Sox player, but he's here at the very sunset of his career with the Tigers. So pretty cool that I actually got two Tigers buybacks out of 90 Topps here in today's video. The great Fred Lynn. So yeah, two significant names there for the project that I likely can't even finish, or may not even be possible to finish. Sticking with the buybacks, here's one of the Heritage box toppers. These come one per hobby box, or even less than one per hobby box, because there are different types of box toppers you can get. So these are pretty rare, and I love scooping them up, even just commons or players that I've never heard of. If I can find these for like $1 or less, and it's one that I don't already have, I generally try to make an offer. And what I've done is any of these that don't make the buyback Franken set, I actually have a separate Z Folio binder where I'm putting all of the Heritage 50th buybacks that are cast-offs from the Franken set. And I've got a lot of these from many years of buying buybacks, so it'll be interesting to see how full I can get that Z. Speaking of Z Folio, here's one for my dedicated soccer card Z Folio from Donruss Optic Harry Kane. I think this is from 2018 Donruss Optic, which is significant in the soccer world because it's the first Optic soccer set that was ever created by Panini. Love like the almost like cartoon element of the photograph, of the effect that they've used here on the player. These are just really sharp cards. This is not a hollow or any kind of a shiny parallel. This is just a base card, but it still looks really, really cool in hand. And scoop this up for next to nothing. And I think I have a few more cards from that set of other players in this order that I'll get to eventually. Here's a big Bogarts card. So Topps has done this on-demand mini set the past few years, which is a mini version of the flagship set. They're basically the size of like 75 Topps mini baseball cards, if you're familiar with that card size. Scored a Xander Bogaerts from the 2019 release, and this is the pink parallel of his mini, and it is numbered 16 of 25. So pretty significant Xander card there. I got a real steal on this. And, while some people, and I agree with this, think these are kind of a pain due to their strange size, I actually do have some one-touch magnetics that I picked up on eBay that are for this size card specifically. So happy to pick this one up, and it's going to go right into one of those one-touches after I'm done filming this. Here's another of the Heritage buybacks, but a really, really cool one. Doc Ellis in action from the 72 Topps release. A few pitchers that remind me more of the 70s in general than Doc Ellis. Just love this guy. Have always been intrigued by him since I was a youngster. And very, very happy that I found this 50th anniversary Heritage buyback version of this card. And couldn't scoop it up fast enough. It was very reasonable asking price of less than $3. And there just aren't a lot of these out there, especially of star players. So very happy to have that one. Next up, we got a Juan Soto rookie card. And we can debate that. I get it. It has the rookie card logo, as do, hundreds and hundreds of Juan Soto cards that came out in 2018. I do have his flagship rookie and a PSA slab, which I'll show off someday, but I never had the rookie debut to go with it. And these are still, at least at the time, available for well under $5 on COMC. So I went ahead and grabbed just one of these because I feel like he is a very important player for baseball's future and has a lot of bright years ahead of him. And just trying to kind of round out my Soto collection a little bit better now. I don't have any insane, quote unquote banger cards of his or anything, but I'm trying to get a respectable collection of mid-range Soto stuff anyway. Here's an O-Pee-Chee Platinum Black Rainbow parallel from 2017 of Kyle Connor, who I spoke about recently. This is an exciting young player in the NHL. He has basically been a lock for like 30 goals a season or more since he broke into the league. So he is a very effective scorer. And picked this up for $1.25. Was stunned. This is a long-running parallel out of O-Pee-Chee. Black Rainbow, again, is the name of it. And these every year are numbered to 100. So I've got copy 68 of 100 here. This is actually a second-year Kyle Connor card as well. So his rookies came in 2016. This is a 2017 O-Pee-Chee Black Rainbow foil. So I thought that was a great pickup. I'm going to put that with the couple of other cheap rookie cards of his that I picked up and showed off in a recent video. And, for well under $20 combined for all this stuff, I've got a pretty decent little sneaky Kyle Connor collection going. So we'll see how his career progresses. Here's a guy who is a common theme for this latest COMC delivery, Raffy Devers. This is a Topps Now. It has the rookie card logo because it came out during 2018, which is his rookie card season. Again, I don't know. I don't believe this is truly considered a rookie, but it's a neat card, and it is from their World Series championship as well. So I think it's kind of unique that he was able to participate and win and win a World Series in his rookie year, and thought this Topps Now card commemorating that was a pretty nifty addition to my Devers PC. So scoop that up. I think we have a couple more Devers coming here. But first, here's a soccer card. Thomas Muller of Germany. And I know Peeps, my buddy, is big on this guy, and I've gotten a greater appreciation for him of late as he continues to climb up the all-time leaderboard for the Champions League for both goals and assists, which I've been reminded of by Peeps a couple times. So on the lookout for any of his cardboard that I can pick up, and scored this red, white, and blue wave parallel at a 2018 Prism World Cup for $2. So that's going to go in the Soccer Z folio with that Harry Kane we looked at earlier. Next up, a couple more Devers. So picked up a copy of his flagship quote-unquote paper rookie card from 2018 Topps. And then to go along with that, this is the factory set retail parallel, or I guess you'd call it a variation more than a parallel, image variation of his rookie card. So if you picked up a factory set of Topps flagship back in 2018 at, big box store of your choice, Target, Walmart, you would get a small number, in addition to your set, you'd get a small number of these, factory rookie variations, and picked up this Devers. For a long time, I was just stunned. I don't know, I haven't looked recently, but his rookie card was like $3.20 or $3.25, sometimes even under $3, depending on when you looked. And the retail set parallel was like $2. So I got a few copies of each of these in this order. Just a big believer in Devers, and excited to see what he can do next year. Here's another Sapphire, kind of loaded up on these, I guess, this purchase, and certainly in this video. Justin Verlander, the All-Star Game out of 2020 Topps Chrome Sapphire update. Again, less than $1, and again, headed to the Shiny Z. Here are a couple more of those Heritage 50th Anniversary box toppers, buybacks, Ken Berry and Jim Coates, both on the 67 Topps design, or originally a 67 Topps card in each case, which means they came from the 2016 Topps Heritage release. Just two comments there. Don't know if I need these numbers for the Frankenset or not, but I'll check that out. And if not, they'll go into that Z folio of Heritage buybacks. Here's another Sapphire card. I'm pretty sure this is it for Sapphire in this video. It's a Future Stars Mason Greenwood. And baseball collectors will recognize this design from Topps Chrome Baseball. And they do carry the Future Stars over to the world of soccer where they're licensed. So this is the Uefa Champions League Sapphire set. And this is a Future Stars insert of Mason Greenwood. Very talented young player for Man U, a team that I watch quite a lot, being a Premier League fan. And got this for less than $5. So just intrigued to see how he progresses. Here is another Draisaitl card that I got on the cheap. This is his 2016 Upper Deck canvas. So that's his third year card, but second ever canvas card because he was skipped by Upper Deck in his second season. So this is the first canvas of card of Draisaitl's that is not a Young Gun, just a regular canvas as opposed to a Young Gun rookie. So I love this card for that reason. Also love it because for the longest time, and I think even still, you could get it for $1 or less. So I'm certain that I have more copies of that one yet to come in this very order. Here's a football card, which you'll be surprised to hear. Really, I think the lone football card of today's stack anyway. But I am filling a Z folio that I bought with 360 random football cards that I find cool for whatever reason. And here's one that I picked up towards that end from Panini Select, Joe Montana. So I'm just a sucker for the job that Panini does with, you know, etching and the sort of refractor and rainbow work. Their cards just look stunning. You can tell they put a lot of love into their shiny cardboard, and stumbled across this die cut of Joe Montana. Didn't really have a whole lot of Montana representation in that football Z folio yet, and figured adding a shiny card of this guy was a pretty wise move. So I went ahead and picked that one up. And yeah, I actually was just talking about this and didn't realize I had one in the stack. So here is the Future Stars baseball counterpart to the soccer Mason Greenwood that we looked at earlier, a Trey Turner with the Washington Nationals. So I went through a phase for a day or two where like I kind of got on to Trey Turner and just picked up a few of his cheap or shiny or both cards that were available on COMC. And this is one that I grabbed during that binge. It was like 40 cents. And he's a pretty talented guy. So happy to have that one. Two more of the Heritage buybacks here, and we're at the very end, so thanks for sticking with me. Just one more card after these, but from the 63 set, and also kind of doing double coverage as a pretty cool card for my Red Sox collection, Eddie Brasud. Probably pronouncing that wrong, but nice buyback there that I definitely didn't have, that'll get evaluated for the Franken set. And from the 68 Burlap release, here's another Heritage box topper buyback of Jose Cardinal of the Angels. So two nice cards from the 60s there in buyback format. And then we close it out with a hockey card. Talked about this release many times, and here's another example, the lone Panini Prism hockey set put out in 2013. Here's a green parallel of Zach Parise, and check out how the green works with this Minnesota Wild sweater. Just a beautiful card. You know, if you can get team color matching parallel from this set, then you're really looking good. This is just a killer card. Not a huge like Wild collector or Parise collector per se, but that is going right alongside my other Prism parallels, and looks just as good as any of them. So there you have it. Pretty proud of myself. I got through 30 cards in under 20 minutes. So we're just going to end it here, and I'm going to back away slowly before I start gabbing and miss the mark. So I appreciate you joining. Hope you saw one or two of these cards that were interesting to you, and I will certainly be back in the near future with some more sports card content. Until then, take care.